Hi Chestnuts, I'm just going to go through with you the learning journey lesson that we just had about the 3 different sentence types. So remember, to start with, we discussed the fact that when we do descriptive writing, we need to use sentences of different length to make our writing and exciting for someone to listen to. And to do that, we write simple, compound and complex sentences. We looked at the fact that a simple sentence makes sense all by itself, and it contains a subject, which tends to be a noun, and a verb. So here, the party was a big success makes sense by itself, and it uses the subject party and the verb was. Claire had a great time is a simple sentence, and it uses the subject Claire and the verb had. So both of those sentences make sense by themselves. We then created some examples together. Leon liked the circus. The train was broken. Miss Binmore taught the class. Sweep loved his toy. And an aeroplane crashed. And these are all examples of simple sentences because they contain subjects and verbs and make sense all by themselves. We then looked at the fact that we can join 2 simple sentences together to make a compound sentence. And we used these sentences as an example. We joined together, Sarah climbed the mountain and she felt terrified. We joined them together using a coordinating conjunction and. So we now have Sarah climbed the mountain and she felt terrified. And that's an example of a compound sentence because a compound sentence joins 2 simple sentences together using a conjunction. We went through some examples together and we were focusing on our fanboys for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And we had another example here. We then created some sentences together and used our fanboys to help us. So we started with the simple sentence, Leon liked the circus. We then used the conjunction but to write Leon liked the circus, but the clown scared him. We then had another go, Leon loved cake, and then used the conjunction but. Leon loved cake, but he didn't like doing work. And finally, we had Leon loves going to the fair, and again used the conjunction but to write Leon loves going to the fair, but he doesn't want to go on the scary rides. So we had our simple sentences and our compound sentences. And you could use some of these for your examples if you'd like. We then moved on to complex sentences, and the difference with a complex sentence is although they have a simple sentence in them, they use a subordinating conjunction, one of our white buses, to join the other part of the sentence together. Okay, and what you'll notice here, Leon liked the circus makes sense by itself, but because he loved watching people perform doesn't make sense by itself. So this is the type of thing you're going to do today. You're going to write a simple sentence, like the show began. You're then going to turn it into a compound sentence. The show began and the lights went down. And then you're going to turn it into a complex sentence. The show began when music filled the room. And use the inspiration from Leon and the Place Between to help you. The wind blew. The wind blew and ribbons danced in the breeze. As the wind blew, music could be heard. So you're going to write examples of simple, compound and complex sentences based on the pictures that we've been looking at so far. And this is an example of what you might do to lay it out. Really focus on your values of resilience, determination and confidence, Chestnuts, to try your very hardest, because you'll then be able to use some of these sentences in your writing later in the week. Bye!